It is January 17th, 2026, and the big question is, where is your sales team? I mean, are they really thriving, or are they just struggling to keep up? The clock is absolutely ticking, and the future of B2B sales, well, it isn't coming anymore. It is here right now. The choice you make today is going to define everything about your success tomorrow.
So let's just be real about it. On the left, that's the reality for way too many businesses, even back in 2025. You're just drowning in manual tasks, buried in spreadsheets, and basically guessing. But on the right, that's the 2026 standard. We're talking about leveraging autonomous agents for efficiency you can't even imagine. And here's the thing, every single day you're operating on the left side, you're not just falling behind, you are actively leaving money on the table for your competitors on the right to just scoop right up.
Hi, I'm Sorev. For the last 5 years, I've been deep in the trenches, helping businesses completely dominate their markets with precision B2B lead generation and really powerful CRM enrichment. But I have to be completely direct with you. The game we were all playing, it is fundamentally, and I mean irrevocably, changed. In this right here, this is the new rulebook. It is no longer about volume. It is not about having thousands of random contacts in a messy CRM anymore. It's about having clean, structured, agent-ready data. This one thing is the single biggest differentiator between the companies that are going to thrive and, frankly, those that are going to become obsolete.
So, you might be asking, what's driving this huge shift? Well, the first major trend you absolutely have to understand is the explosion of autonomous agents. This is what we call Agentic AI, and believe me, it is rewriting every single rule of sales engagement.
We are miles beyond just using AI to write a follow-up email. I'm talking about deploying autonomous SDRs. These are digital sales reps that work for you 24/7. Just imagine an agent that can find a key prospect, analyze their company's brand new funding announcement, and then launch a personalized outreach with a super relevant business case, all while your human team is asleep. That is the massive leap in capability we're seeing right now.
But, and this is a huge but, here is the critical warning. This is the trap that so many businesses are falling right into. This incredibly powerful technology, it has an Achilles heel. It is completely 100% dependent on the quality of your data.
And this slide just illustrates the consequences perfectly. If you feed your autonomous agent a messy CRM, it's going to start to hallucinate. And yes, that's the technical term. It'll just make up facts or start contacting the wrong people. It'll spam your best prospects with irrelevant messages, absolutely destroying your brand's reputation. At that point, you're not just wasting money on cool tech, you are actively burning your market to the ground. Okay, so let's move on to the second critical trend, which builds right on top of the first. This is signal-based selling. You know, the old way of personalizing an email, just dropping in a first name, that is officially dead. We now have the power to create what are called context graphs, which basically map out all the relationships between people, companies, and buying signals to understand the why behind a prospect's needs. And this leads to something truly profound: predictive sentiment analysis. I want you to imagine knowing that a company is in a buying cycle before anyone there even visits your website. You can do that now by tracking real-time market signals that scream intent. This isn't just an advantage, you guys. It's like seeing the future. So what kind of signals are we talking about? We're talking about tracking a company's hiring patterns. Like, are they building a new sales team that needs your tool? We're tracking their funding news, because that means they have a budget to spend. We're monitoring changes in their tech stack, which could signal a perfect opportunity for integration. And of course, we are watching key executive movements, because a new leader almost always brings a new agenda. Every single one of these is a clue, a flashing green light of opportunity.
So the crucial point here is this: catching these signals, and more importantly, acting on them, requires a level of data depth and enrichment that is just completely impossible for a manual sales team to ever achieve. You need a system. You have to have a foundation.
Which, you guessed it, brings us to the solution. I want you to forget about all the fancy AI tools for just a second. The single most critical, absolutely non-negotiable B2B skill of 2026 is building an unbreakable foundation.
Just think about it for a second. With all this powerful technology at our fingertips, autonomous agents, predictive analytics, what's the one bottleneck? What is the single point of failure that is preventing so many businesses from seizing this incredible opportunity?
It's this: just two simple words that are costing businesses millions of dollars. Bad data. Incomplete, inaccurate, and unstructured information is the silent killer of every single modern sales strategy.
And this says it all, doesn't it? Investing in expensive AI tools before you've cleaned your data is exactly like trying to build a skyscraper on quicksand. It really doesn't matter how advanced your tools are, the entire structure is completely doomed to collapse.
The solution, the skill that you have to develop, is data hygiene mastery. This is the disciplined, ongoing practice of creating what we call a single source of truth. This means one clean, reliable, and perfectly structured data set where every single piece of information is verified and up to date. This is not just a database. It is the central nervous system that powers your entire sales and marketing engine with perfect clarity.
So what does that actually look like? Well, it starts with the fundamentals. We're talking verified emails, not just for deliverability, but to protect your domain's reputation. It means constantly updated job titles, because the director you prospected last quarter might be the VP you need to talk to today. And it means clean, logical segmentation, so your autonomous agents target the right message to the right person every single time.
You know, when you get this right, you're not just buying a new piece of software. You are fundamentally future-proofing your revenue. You're building a reliable, predictable sales engine that actually runs, day in and day out, without you worrying about it.
So, this is my challenge to you. Stop feeding your expensive AI bad data and just hoping for a miracle. It's not going to happen. It is time to get serious about your foundation. Let's build a sales engine that really runs with precision.
If you are ready to stop guessing and start building, I can help you. I specialize in the expert B2B lead generation and data enrichment that's required to build that solid foundation. Let's connect and future-proof your revenue, starting today.